Welcome to the Leather Journey. Tonight we're going to continue our clamp series, and we're going to go into a little more, actually a lot more detail on the different types of clamps. We introduced 4 different types of clamps in our introductory munch level video. Now we're going to be going into more educational, instructional content for our members, the people that have joined the channel. So Tweezer Style Clamps, we're going to talk about these tonight. Most of the clamps you buy from a kinky vendor are going to be connected in a pair. They're usually sold as a set in pairs, and the kind of industry standard is to connect 2 clamps together with about a foot long of chain. And you could see they're used different types and styles of chain. The type of chain doesn't matter so much as that it's about 12 inches long. You wouldn't want it to be too heavy, but then you don't want it to be too flimsy either. So where do these tweezer clamps come from? Well, like almost anything in the lifestyle, it has a vanilla application, and we've perverted it. Okay, so this clamp from a kinky vendor originally is going to look like that. And I'm going to try to hold it up really close so you can get a real good look at it. It's got like 2 little teeth on each end of the tweezer. It acts like a tweezer. Those little teeth would be real bitey and they would grip. And you can actually use them carefully for play like that. It comes with a little ring that's adjustable. So the ring slides down the shaft of the tweezer clamp and it applies tension. Okay, so the vanilla application of that is quilters use these to hold the batting and the material together all the way around the edge of a quilt so that they can hand sew it and do their crafting work. Okay, so you can find these in fabric stores over in the notion section or in the quilt section, and they're usually not overly expensive. I would say in the neighborhood of 50 cents to $1 each, okay? And in a future video, we'll actually go through a little craft project and show you how to make up a set for yourself. But in the meantime, let's look at the ones that came from the kinky vendor. They're just like this, only they have plastisol tip. That plastisol serves 2 functions. It protects the skin from those bitey little teeth that were originally on the tweezer clamp. And not only does it provide a little bit of cushioning, but the rubber also forms a little bit of a grip, so it grips the skin. Okay? And the standard comes as a pair, but you can also get them designed where there's a pair. Obviously those would go on either nipple or across the chest, and they're connected with 12 inches of chain. The third one is on about 24 inches of chain, and that would connect down in the crotch area. And depending on whether you're playing with a male or a female, the anatomy is a little bit different, but trust me, that clamp will work down in the crotch of either a male or a female. So you have those 2 basic designs for tweezer clamps. You've got 3 clamps connected with 2 chains, one 12 inches, one 24 inches long, and you just have a pair connected with a 12-inch chain. And the standard, industry standard, is black plastisol over these, and you could remove the plastisol if you want a little more edge play or a little more bitey sensation, but probably you're going to want to leave the plastisol on, okay, and play with them like that. Tweezer clamps are a lot of fun. In a future video, I'm going to show you some that have been done up real fancy as adornment. The adjustment is so fine on a tweezer clamp that you can put that very lightly on a nipple and it won't provide so much tension that it restricts the flow of blood, but it's enough tension so that an adornment or some kind of fanciness can go on, and you can actually, wear that almost as a fashion statement at a party or an event. But we'll show you those fancy ones in a future video. That's it for the basics of Tweezer Style Clamps. And as always, thanks for watching The Leather Journey.